Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Outer Avenues TV. This is just a quick update on how the market fared during the second quarter of 2026. There were a total of 50 sales west of Sunset Boulevard. The average sale price was just under 1.9 million, and the average price per square foot was about 1150. So it's safe to say that we are now at a new all-time high for prices in the neighborhood. And this year has been such a wild ride so far. Obviously, it's halfway done, and we'll see what the second half brings us. But I've just been absolutely stunned at the market conditions this year. I'll share some interesting anecdotes with you to give you an idea of what I've been seeing. A few months ago, I listed 1956 Great Highway, which was a fixer-upper with a very unique floor plan on an extra wide lot, a very special property, but needed tons of work. And when I met the seller, I told her I thought it was going to go for 2 million on the low end, 2.5 on the high end. And I did think that the higher end of the range was more likely than the lower end. We ended up listing it for 1.5. I received 23 offers and it sold for 3.5. So a million more than what I was expecting on the upper end. And then another one of my recent sales was on 45th and Kirkham. This was a very basic 2-bedroom, 1-bath home, needed remodeling, excellent block, but nothing about the house itself that was that unusual. It had a nice little view out the back, which is unusual for 45th. But again, it's the block that, was the main value proposition there. But anyhow, I listed it for just under 1.2. I was expecting no more than 1.7. We received 11 offers and it closed for 1.955. And so that's been the theme throughout the year. Almost everything that I've seen has sold for some six-figure amount above my expectation. I'm not talking about the list price because, as we all know, list prices in the Sunset don't mean much. But what does mean something is when a property sells for some six-figure amount more than the most recent high sale. And so, these current prices, they just blow me away. And at the moment, I see no sign of this current market slowing down. It will slow down at some point. I just don't know when. Another interesting observation I have about the market at the moment is we now have 3 consecutive quarters behind us of the market staying at one pace. Because the current momentum that we're seeing with this AI boom, or whatever you want to call it, it started in August of last year. August of last year was the turning point where the market started to pick up and prices started to increase. And so I've never seen a situation where you have 3 consecutive quarters with essentially the same type of market. Usually there's a slow quarter, an average quarter, a busy quarter, but not so far this year. And so I'll continue to keep you posted. Things will slow down eventually. I'm not trying to scare people into buying now or being priced out forever. But I'm not sensing that the second half of the year will have high inventory. And if it doesn't, it's hard to imagine that the market will be much different, but time will tell. And like I said, I will keep you posted. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you around the neighborhood soon.